25 years. Congrats, first of all. This
Thank
is
you.
an incredible anniversary in these fast-flowing times.
Yes, it is. It's crazy. I'm so
impressive.
blessed. We're so blessed. God has guided us here, and I can't believe the years have gone so fast. I can't believe the years have gone so fast. But isn't it wonderful? And we're still touring the world, thank God, and still selling out. And so honored to be back here in Germany, one of my favorite places in the world, Germany, because of the audiences. I love the German
Really?
audiences.
What
Oh,
is it?
yeah.
What is special about the German audience?
They appreciate our hard work. They appreciate our precision. If you have 30, 35 dancers in a straight line, everyone dancing as fast as they can, hitting the floor at exactly the same time, several times in a second. It doesn't happen without lots of hard work and lots of practice, and the Germans appreciate that. I feel that they standing up, screaming, banging their feet, yelling, want more encores, and that's a good feeling for us. We love to be loved. There's a reason every audience feels the same. There's a reason every audience reacts. I remember in Glasgow, in Scotland, before we came on stage, the lights went down, and they started screaming and banging their feet before we even got on stage, because they can feel our energy coming. That's why I have to say, truthfully, I'm so proud performing in Germany. I think we've been here every single year for the last 25 years, except for COVID. And, there's a connection between us. They feel inside the power of those rhythm patterns. We're brothers somehow, from a long time ago. And I can tell by the reaction of the audience here. That's why it feels, like we're performing at home.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When you start designing a new show, where do you start? Is it the music that's first and that inspires you, or the dance actually?
No, it's going inside in myself. I like to walk in nature. I like to be away from concrete and away from people and away from everything. No music, in my own head, to be able to dream of the thing I want to make a show about, and then erase my mind and let the energy flow through me. That come from the universe, because that's where all the magic comes from anyhow. And then it may not happen that day or the next day or that week or the next week, but soon it comes. The answer comes, and as soon as it does, you have to be ready and receive it and go for it, and start creating. It's like a dance step. Sometimes I go into the studio, and it's just me, an old pair of dance shoes and an old studio floor with a mirror, and I'll dance and dance, nothing comes. 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, nothing. 2 days, 3 days, and all of a sudden, it comes. And when it comes, it's magic.
It's really nice. So, do you know how many shoes you write down in all of the time?
No, I don't, but I'm sure somebody made a lot of money from me, because I did go through a lot of shoes. Some of them, they only last, a few shows. I have to have several pairs with me, but I like them to be, new and tight and crisp and fresh, and I like the feeling of putting on the new ones and facing out on the stage for the first time. It's a beautiful experience, it's something. I've got an old pair, the one that I create all the shows in, and they're just a mess. They look terrible. They're ripped and they're beaten and they're so, old and rickety, but they remind me of me. They've got a lot of miles on them. But when I have to create something, I reach for them, because the sound from those, when I can feel they come alive. There's no other shoes that can match them, because they have 25 years of experience. Finding the hard step, finding the one that it takes days, but they find them every time.
Obviously. Now, if you watch your grown-up baby, 25 years, it's not really a baby anymore.
Yeah.
Is there still something that you would like to change or tweak a little bit, or are you just happy with the result?
No, every day, every show becomes its own unique show. No two shows are ever the same. What I love about the live business is that anything can happen. Every single show, something goes wrong, usually many things. But the audience is so caught up in the energy of the show that they might miss the little things that went wrong. Lucky for us. You know, everyone is different, and then we constantly change, we adapt. We might change a little music, change a little bit of the dance number, change the set design behind it. I love to constantly make it grow, you know, living and breathing. But this tour, 25th anniversary, is very special because it's going to be an homage to the original show from way back in '96. And it's exciting to go back in time to see what we did, and also then to bring that into the future, you know, to do the old version but in a new way. It's very exciting.
So for people who think you retired, you don't dance anymore, you still do when you develop the shows,
Oh
right?
yes, of course, yeah. Yeah, of course. I'll be back in December and, you know, lace up the shoes and get back in there. It's too exciting, you know. I see in the eyes of my dancers, they're hungry for the new steps. They're like a little bird waiting on the worm, you know, every day. So my job is come in and inspire them. And then their job is to answer the call. We're ready. And that's how it works.
Will you be here in Germany, Switzerland,
Yes,
Austria?
of course, yes. I'll try and be here for all the shows if I can. My job now is going to the countries in advance to do the pre-press and those things, but also to be in rehearsals. We're in real strict rehearsals now for the whole month of December next, and we're preparing for that. And I spend hours on these Zoom things, you know, costume design and lighting design and the new set ideas and the new dance numbers and how I want to mold it and tweak it and which dancers I want to be the stars for this one, for that one. Those things, they're very important decisions that need to be made because I love to be so involved. I believe in my heart I'm the man who built the watch. I'm the only man who can fix the watch. Do you know what I mean? So I like to be involved and to put my signature on it. You know, that's why I still work so hard.
Is there something that you would still like to, like an award, a title, a prize, something you would like to win?
I don't really think about those things. I think for me, my new dream in life is to encourage young people. I love to see young people coming up. I wish they didn't spend so much time this, but that's the new world. I would encourage any young person who sees this program to follow what's in their heart. If you follow your dream, what's in your heart, no matter what everybody says, if you follow what's in your heart, then nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. If I rewind the tape to 1994, so my whole life I dreamed, and I worked so hard to try and become a dancer, but it wasn't possible. There was nobody who would hire me because of my style of dance. So as a result, I worked on building sites, you know, digging and laboring, working really hard. And one day I got my chance. And when I tried to tell the people, the big bosses everywhere, I have this dream about a show, they laughed. They laughed at me. You know, I showed them the video, they laughed even more. So that's impossible seeming. But by 1997, we outsold all the big rock bands in the world. So for my message for young people, please go inside in your heart. Don't listen to people who say no. Don't listen to negativity. Focus on what your dream is. And if you do that, you can have anything. You can have anything.